Hi guys, it's Nikki with Nikki Speaks, and I am back with another video. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications. All right, guys. So I am not going to hold you. I'm not sure if you guys have been tapped in or not, but Mr. Matthew Knowles is on the internet. He's doing these interviews, and listen, he is on one. Okay. So recently, he sat down with an interviewer who made a reference during the beginning of that interview to all of the contributions that not only he has made to Destiny's Child, but also Miss Tina. And listen, when Miss Tina's name was brought up and her name was mentioned in the same sentence with contributions to the group, listen, he was not having it. But let's take a look at his response.
Ms. Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work does she put in?
Um, in the hair,
Okay,
clothing,
yes, yeah, you're absolutely right. The styling,
the styling,
imaging, you're right.
She claimed to have preyed on the name, and different aspects of that.
Sure, sure.
So, yeah, it's a joint effort.
We'll stop now.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
No. We're good.
All right.
You good?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
So, listen, even the folk courtesy of thank you and being polite does not negate the fact that that man, as soon as Tina Knowles was even mentioned slightly in the same sentence of getting some sort of praise along with him, that man was not having it, okay? And you can tell he was trying to avoid going off, and so his response was, "Let me get out of here." His response was flight, okay? I have never seen anything like that before in my life. It was almost as though this man is still mad or bitter towards Miss Tina. Listen, I don't know. I have no idea, but it's very clear that on his end, he's not sharing any accolades with anybody when it comes to building Destiny's Child. He feels as though he did it on his own back. And listen, he's a dynamic manager. We can't take that away from him. We can't take away what he did for Destiny's Child. However, I feel as though we can't take away Miss Tina's impact either. Well, listen, we all know that Miss Tina is, she is not going to just take this line down. She is very known for being tapped in on social media. Listen, when it comes to what's going on with her family on social media, Miss Tina knows. You can't make me believe that she doesn't know every single thing that's going on. Well, she reposted this video pretty much talking about her contributions to Destiny's Child, and her caption says, "Thank you for this beautiful piece on me and my designs." So we can only assume that this is a response to her ex-husband, Mr. Matthew Knowles. Let's take a listen at what that video actually says.
For how she shaped culture. Being the matriarch is a big piece of the puzzle, but it's not the full picture. The truth is, her story is no different from other black artists who were blocked from participating in mainstream, mocked for their work, and yet ultimately copied. Miss Tina left the hair salon to devote time to building Destiny's Child. She answered the question, how do you create a girl group that looks cohesive, honoring the past while still maintaining individual personality for each of its members? With major names refusing to dress Destiny's Child, she used bold fabrics and designs to create some of the most iconic looks of an era. They called her work tacky until it became couture, with similar looks showing up on runways. Nevertheless, this became the ultimate girl group blueprint, with the biggest girl groups now using the Tina Knowles method of cohesive individuality. And if that wasn't enough, in a return to form, Tina Knowles was able to take the decades of knowledge of hair health and styling and turn that into a successful prestige hair care brand, Sacred. From redefining hair to defining the look of an era, we celebrate the beauty icon, the matriarch, badass Teeny B, a true uncrowned queen.
So, listen, I don't know if Matthew got the memo and he was not feeling the backlash that he was getting on the internet because of his initial video, just trying to take credit away from Tina Knowles. Because, listen, they were on his neck. Or if he got a call from Tina herself saying, listen, let's not do this. Look, we don't know what happened, but he did do another interview in which it sounds like to me he may have been backtracking. Guys, take a listen at this.
Dennis Gibson, he asked you about Miss Tina Knowles. He said that he was trying to give you both your flowers, and you asked him, what did she do? What did you mean by that?
I think I calmly what I said, and I'm actually quoting, what work did she put in? It was a question. When I look, I don't do interviews, Carlos. I have conversations.
Yeah.
And I have the right, as I'm a college professor. Uh, I didn't know what he meant by that. So I'm saying calmly, what work did she put in? That was a question. I don't know how that became a comment, but it was a question. And then the gentleman went on to say her hair. Well, Tina did way more than just her hair. And if you look at the interview, I said her hair. No, she did the styling.
So, listen, it looks like Mr. Knowles was definitely doing a little shading in the beginning. I don't think it was intentional shading. I think it's his personality. His personality is, I am not going to share this with anyone. I did all of the work. He had to have been a really, really tough person to live with. And if you've read Miss Tina's autobiography, it is full of gems about what she went through during that marriage. And listen, it all makes sense watching him as he do these interviews, the entitlement, the hyper male ego, all of that. It checks out. It makes sense. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section. Do you think that he was throwing a little shade? Do you think he was justified in doing so? Do you think that Miss Tina contributed at all to Destiny's Child? Let me know your thoughts, your opinions down in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys on the next video.
Interviewing Matthew Knowles is not going to get you any closer to getting an interview with that goddamn cowgirl.
So the same thing to Miss Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids.
What work did she put in?
To fix your lips and say, what work has Mama Tina put in? As if it wasn't for her glorious birth canal, we wouldn't even know who the fuck you were. Like when you practically give birth to the second coming of fucking Jesus, there isn't any additional work that needs to be done. That is the main reason why Mama Tina is continuously reaping the benefits of that today, and you're sitting down with Channel 3 News doing interviews about her. To try to publicly discredit the mother of your fucking children and say that she had no hand in shaping those women into who they are today is fucking crazy. Like, he got so upset that that man was acknowledging Tina in this interview that he got up and walked the fuck away.
Let's stop now.
This is a clear indication of a bitter old man that is still holding on to the glory days of when he actually was relevant. He is still holding on to the days to when his life actually had a purpose. Because you want to continuously remind us that you are the sole reason as to why we have the greatness that is Beyonce today. Yes, you may have shaped her into the superstar that she is today. However, survey shows that her career truly elevated once you left the picture. No one is trying to take away from the fact that you had them running on a treadmill in heels, singing out loud, getting ready for shows. But you also need to acknowledge the fact that if it wasn't for Mama Tina, them girls would have been on the stage performing naked. Since you are so upset at him saying that it was a joint effort, let's go over things that you are primarily responsible for. You are solely responsible for stepping outside of your marriage and having a goddamn illegitimate child. As a man, you are primarily responsible for putting the entire financial responsibility on Mama Tina because you were spending your time trying to make those girls into superstars and you didn't have a job. Like, if you really want to be solely responsible for something, let's go over everything. Matthew Knowles continuously shows us just exactly why no one in his family actually fucks with him.
Opportunity to disrespect Tina Knowles. Is that what it is? So Matthew Knowles is doing an interview in the middle of a hotel somewhere, okay? And he gets asked by the interviewer, obviously the kids are talented, your grandkids are talented, but like talk me through the work that you and your wife Tina Knowles had to put in. To which he says, what work did Tina do? I want to start at the top. She stayed with your cheetah pumpkin eater ass, and then she left you. And then she took you back and dated you in secrecy because even her children knew. she was too good for you. Let's start there. The same Tina Knowles that would sew them Destiny's Child outfits together till she didn't have no fingertips. This the same Tina Knowles that cut highlights out of her hair and put them into Beyonce's hair on set at a photo shoot. Just go back to the days in Houston. You had Mama Tina and them kids living up in the suburbs, and then you quit your job, and albeit an amazing music career, you were behind some incredible people and you have done some incredible things in the management game. Can't take that from you. See how I'm giving you your thing? Same way you could have gave Tina hers. Because there was no income like there once was, Tina and them girls was living in an apartment. Ain't nothing wrong with an apartment, but you know what I'm saying, the downsizing. And she still stayed with you. To mention, when you were somebody of the stature of Matthew Knowles, when you were doing an interview, you know exactly when it's going to air, which means either he filmed it during Black History Month thinking that it was going to come out during Black History Month, or he filmed it during Black History Month knowing it was going to come out in March, Women's History Month. All the while, he chose, again, to not in public give Mama Tina her things which she rightfully deserves. Instead, he decided to get up, well, be sassy, and then get up and walk out of the interview. Is this type of audacity and male ego sold at Walmart? If so, can you return it?